In this case brief, I have Goss versus Lopez. Some of the facts on the case: 9 students at 2 high schools and 1 junior high school in Columbus, Ohio, were given 10-day suspensions from school for destroying school property and disrupting the learning environment. The school principals did not hold hearings for the affected students before ordering the suspensions, and Ohio law did not require them to do so. The principal's actions were challenged, and a federal court found that the students' rights had been violated. The case was then appealed by the Supreme Court. Some of the issues on this case is: does the school system policy of suspending students for up to 10-day absences a hearing violate the students' procedural due process under the 14th Amendment? Some of the holdings in this case: in a 5-4 decision, the court held that because Ohio had chosen to extend the right of an education to its citizens, it could not withdraw the right on grounds of misconduct, absence fundamentally fair procedures to determine whether the misconduct had occurred. The court held that Ohio was constrained to recognize students' entitlements to education as property interest protected by a dual process clause that could not be taken away without minimal procedures required by the clause. The court found that the students facing suspension should, at a minimum, be given notice and afforded some kind of hearing. Some of the legal rationale is: Justice Byron R. White delivered the opinion of the court on behalf of a narrow 5-4 majority. It held that the state had violated due process by suspending the students without a hearing. The state had made education a fundamental right by providing a free public education for all residents between 5 and 21. The court stated that protected interests are created not by the Constitution, by its institutions. The court held that a 10-day suspension was an inconsiderable deprivation of property. It also stated that suspending students had the potential of seriously harming their reputations and affecting their future employment and education. The court also held that the state had no authority to deprive students of their personal interest in educational benefits or their liberty interest in reputations without a due process of law.